Hello, welcome to another review here at Total Toy Recon. My name is Bob, and today we're going to be unboxing the Star Wars Rebels Thrawn bust. That's right, Grand Admiral Thrawn, as he was portrayed or visualized in the cartoon Star Wars Rebels, which seems like forever ago, but it really wasn't all that long ago. So we're going to open them up here and see what we got now. Ooh, okay, so Gentle Giant sent us this for review. He is brand new. He's just out. This is some of their new packaging here. So this is a little different, a little bit more unusual as compared to some of the larger things. But this is a 1/7 scale mini bust. So we are going to take a look at the package here. So we have the back here. Looks fantastic. Love this look. This is the Chiss, as he was created by Timothy Zahn for the 1991 novel Heir to the Empire, and portrayed by Lars Milkinson in the cartoon series himself. So it was interesting that this character went from what was considered by many to be canon, but when Disney took over, they kind of erased all the novels, or they created legends. So when Dave Filoni announced quietly that there's always some truth in legends, he was talking about the fact that Grand Admiral Thrawn was going to come back, that some character was going to come back. It turned out to be Grand Admiral Thrawn. So it was interesting that we've kind of had, for this character, an establishment of the character in a novel. He then is portrayed technically for the first time in the cartoon series with an actor, in canon. Wow, this is really in canon. And then, I guess I'm going to have to cut both tapes. Portrayed in canon, and then kind of reestablished as to what happened to him after the fact. So here we have our Grand Admiral Thrawn. Okay. So the new box is kind of interesting. I like the fact that the box is actually, you can display it in the box, which is a new kind of thing here. But we do have this stuff here in the back. It's got some plastic right here that kind of protects his chest. And then we do have the official cards and such, so we have a Diamond Select Toys. Is Gentle Giant Diamond Select Toys, but let's see who they've included here. So we do have the baseball card, which isn't glossy anymore. It's matte finish. So that's a little bit different. And we have, this looks like 7,562 of 3,000. So that can't be right because there's only 3,000. So 562? 1,562? We'll find out when we take them off the bottom here. We have plastic around the rings here to protect him. We have Gentle Giant book. And let's see here. We've reviewed the Obi-Wan. You can check that one out. And we've also, wow, we haven't touched any of these yet. I know these milestone statues are very expensive, so probably not too many of those going out to websites such as ours that like to review this kind of thing. So, let's cut them loose here. All right. I always keep wire cutters nearby. It's always a good thing to have. You never know. You want to be careful you don't scratch them when you pull them out here. It's a two-pronged process here, nice and slow. I'm not trying to win a race or anything. These zip ties are a bit of a pain in the butt, I'll say that. But, there we go. Okay, get those out. And pull the Chiss out here. Ooh, and I forgot about the back. So here on the back, we have a, this is part of, this is Sedula's, this is Hera Sedula's, kind of like memory family, like chain link that was seen in the Rebels, and he collects them. He collects art from different species that he's battling to better understand them. Such a cool concept for a character. Let's see if I can get this off here. I just don't want to use any tools to get it off. There we go. Okay, so that pops off right there. So this is a Twi'lek. That's right. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. This is a Twi'lek like family chain kind of thing, and very delicate, but really, really cool because it really does, like you see him from this angle, and you get really the sense of the character, the honor, the mystique that Lars Milkinson really just brought to the voice of everything. I mean, just looking at it, he nailed it. We have 2,542. But this is a lot more character revealing back here. The fact that he took this personal item, it meant something to her, and you know, it means something to the Twi'leks to have this, and it's their story of their family. Very, very cool. I mean, Gentle Giant, I mean, you nail it. I mean, it's 1/7 scale mini bust. You can have like 30 of these lined up of all the different characters. I personally rotate them through. I try to give the, like a different, you know, feel, like here and there, like change them each month, you know, mix it up. It also makes it interesting when people come over and they're like, oh, you got something new. And you're like, no, I just haven't seen that one yet. Wow. But the hair details here are really, really cool. The color into it. The eyes are fantastic. We'll bring it in a little bit closer here. The eyes are fantastic. And just the mystique of this Grand Admiral character. I read the 1991 novel myself, and I read all the Zahn novels that had to deal with what happened after Return of the Jedi, before there was such a thing as more canon and the trilogy and the new trilogies and stuff. You know, I liked the story for what it was. Where those characters went eventually just became too much for me to handle. You know, as an adult trying to follow those stories. So I got a lot out of it when I was a kid. It was fun to read. It was fun telling people what happened. And I read all the comics too, the comic adaptations. So I do have at least one, if not two, of the Thrawn action figures. So there have been a couple. The very first one was the Expanded Universe figure, which is my favorite. But then they released one for Rebels later, and I wish I would have picked it up because I don't want to open the Expanded Universe one, but I wish I would have opened the Rebels one. So very, very cool. The details here are great. The little part of inside the sleeve as a hand comes out. I mean, it's such a great detail. Again, Gentle Giant nailed it. This is a great gift for the Star Wars fan in your life. We've got Valentine's Day on its way, birthdays, and then, of course, Father's Day, or Mother's Day, if you have that kind of Star Wars fan in the house. But why not, right? This is Bob from Total Toy Recon. Thanks to Gentle Giant and Diamond Select Toys for sending this out. He's fantastic.